Hello and welcome to week 16 of Men's League Television and our Men's League update for August 16th, 2023. And yesterday, a very warm day, nice day, wonderful. Hopefully we don't next week looks good as well. I hope that for the club championships this weekend we get good weather. But yesterday we had some good scoring. Art Ridgway had the low net of 28, shot at gross 40, birdie number 6, had a very good day. And if I just go over that with you, just there we go. Art had a low down 28. Chris Kelly, Steve Liddell, Ronald Connell right behind him at 24 points each, and several players with 23, including myself. So we had a good day. I think we had 39 players have 20 or more points. So a very, very, very good day for everyone. Now, yesterday, the big story, one of the big stories anyway, Elliot Riddell shot a 32 gross. Elliot's been playing terrific golf this year, reminiscent of the year he won it. He vaulted himself into the overall lead. We'll go over that in a second, but I just got to say that he eagled number 3, probably meant he drove the green, and he tied a record for low ringer at 24 with Robert Mustard, and set that in 2019. So wonderful for Elliot, but he can't rest easy because as you see right here. Let's go back to this screen here. We'll go back to the overall screen. You can see how close things are. Elliot just vaulted in with 226 points. By the way, it's your best 12 scores here. Steve Mulligan, 225. Zegel, 225. Look at all the players that are within 10 points of that. Like 55, 56 players have a chance to pull this off. So it's very, very close this year. Last year at this time, the race was basically over. Robert Mustard had 240 points, 13, 14 points ahead of everybody, and nobody's going to catch him. This year, it's anybody's race. So, it's worth it to move up in the standings too, because the prizes get better as you move up. Everybody gets something usually at the end of the year. It's up to the pros to decide that, and but the higher the standings, the better your prize merchandise. I just want to go over the team races. Team Aerosmith still leads the overall. It's probably a shoe-in to get in there. Let's go back to my shared screen here. And you can see that Team Aerosmith, 481 points, got a 4-point lead over Team Chillington, 6-point over Team Fleck. They're pretty well locked to finish in the A's, and they might be the #1 seed going into the playoffs, which begin in 3 weeks. You've got 2 more weeks to improve your standings. Where you want to start concentrating are these areas here, the bubble teams. So you've got Panaton at 468. Monesteel Riddell at 467, Watson 467, 65. So any of these teams, this is where it's going to happen, but it's not just these teams. Any one of these teams can move up with a good round. Remember, you're replacing rounds now. So if you have a round of 44 and you're replacing a round of 35, well, that's a 9-point gain, and that just moves you up real quick. In the B and C rounds here, look how close things are. 460, 456. But all these teams are on the bubble, probably more, and so things are tight. We had one perfect team yesterday. I just wanted to go over that one for you. Team Byrne had 44 points, and Eric Foster and Ronald Connell each had 22 to lead Team Byrne, and they each win $15. So good for them. Excellent. Skins report. Okay, something rare happened yesterday. Tim Casey won the only net skin. That doesn't happen too often because everybody's in it, and we had 160 players play yesterday, or I think 65. So he had a net eagle on number 5 and won $75. Congratulations. We had 4 winners in the A skins. And Curtis Dancy won 2 of those skins. So obviously Elliot Riddell won one with his eagle on number 3. Each won $50. So Curtis is $100 victor today. But the big winner was none other than Greg Jarvis and B. Now, Greg birdie number 1. Greg, I got to tell you, you don't know how close you came to getting cut off. My putt defied gravity over the low side of that hole. I swear to God, it was over the hole and just wouldn't drop. I hit one fairly close and just couldn't get it to drop. But congratulations, Greg. You're $135 richer. We had 2 winners in the C skins and 2 winners in the D skins. So congratulations to all those winners yesterday. Great news for you all. I want to go over a couple of reports. The putting report. Now, you may not be aware, again, that for the new players, that we do have a putting championship report. Now, get it up here. And this is based on your 10 best rounds, the average of your 10 best. And right now we have 2 people in the lead. We've got Andrew Chenette and Ryan Valley, each with 13 putts for their best 10. But it's, again, fairly close. There's a whole bunch of 13.5 and so on. So that's a race that keeps on going all year, and it's one that is coveted pretty good. I mean, it's really good to get 13 putts per round for your best 10. So that's great. The other big race we have, of course, the one all the big shooters go for is the Gunner Award. That's your best 10 gross scores. And right now, Elliot Riddell leads that at 33.6. Congratulations, Elliot. Great shooting. Jared Coyle, Aiden Coyle right there. John McDonald, Greg Chambers, all there within there. And of course, anything in that range, 35 and under, that's par or better. That's terrific. So that's the Gunner standings. I'm now going to spend a couple of seconds on the flight standings, because in 3 weeks, you've got 3 weeks to improve in 4 weeks, I should say. We begin the flight finals. We have the flight finals will be the playoff of the top 4 in each flight. And then the following week, the winners of those flights, that playoff, will face off for the flight final. And the first playoff, you win $50 for the winner, and the second one's $100. So there's $150 for the overall winner. Last year's winner was Jeff Hall. But everything is very, very close. I've summarized it here in this finalist tab, but you can look under this tab. You just see how close things are. In the A division, we have 226 is the top score by Elliot. But look, you got ties. Glenn Coyle's there. Andrew Chenette's there. Look how close things are. So any one of these people can move forward. Steve Mulligan leads the B. Again, very, very close. Anybody can move in. In the C division, we have, and by the way, you might be a C today, but if you golf really well, you could be a B next week. Like Steve Liddell, if he has a couple of good weeks, he's going to move up to B. So he's not going to be in C anymore. So that you have to take that into account. So Steve Liddell is now a Stu Whiteman. These 4 are very, very close. But look out, 218, 219, 70, any one of them can move in. And then in the D division, I'm going to stop it here. It's Evan Mulligan. So you have a whole bunch of people here. Evan's got a pretty solid lead there, but if he keeps playing well, he's going to move up to the C. So the flight finalists, they're very, very close. These are the top 4, but there could be ties for the bottom one here. So I just quickly summarized those. Just a couple of things. We had one person yesterday. That was Ryan Valley, who had a 10-putt night. And as I mentioned earlier, Elliot's eagle lowered his ringer score to 24, which tied a record set by Robert Mustard in 2019. So they're now both tied for that. Anyway, great day yesterday. A lot happening in the next couple of weeks. Playoffs coming soon. Team playoffs are a lot of fun. They're like a March Madness. It's a single knockout competition, and it's a lot of fun. Of course, we have predictions by the pros, and we do a lot of neat things. So until next week, play well.